Hey there, you guys. This is going to be your tarot weekend insight reading for May the 11th through the 13th, 2018. So let's go ahead and get into this reading, you guys. Let's see what the major energies that surround us all for this weekend. For the collective energies, Divine Spirit, I ask for highest guidance, truth, and clarity. And surrounding major energies for the collective. For all those who are meant to resonate with this reading, I ask that it be received with clarity, insight, truth, and love and healing. Thank you. Alright, let's see. Divine Spirit. 3 cards. 4 cards. Okay. Mr. Hierophant. Okay. Ace of Swords. 7 of Cups. 6 of Cups. Okay. Miss Queen of Swords with the Judgment card as the bottom card. Alright, so overall energy to me is about Hierophant being the card of dedication next to the Sword of Truth, the Ace of Swords. So it's kind of hard to maybe perhaps stick to your truth or stick to one specific truth. Maybe you have many different views and perceptions. Maybe you're kind of confused by others' views and perceptions of things or truths. It's really about not conforming to anything or trying to conform yourself to fit society or to fit in somebody else's rules and their perception and their reality. It's more about, where do I fit? You know, based upon how I see myself, what I believe in, what is my truth. The challenge with this is like, what is the truth? And it's like, this truth is right here. It's revealed, or it's right in front of you, or it's at your disposal. I feel like you can gather this clarity at any time, or you already have it. It's just a matter of, do you trust what you receive? Do you believe it? Do you know that you can gain that clarity that you seek? Do you know that it's available to you? So it's hard sometimes to see past this, but, you know, Divine Spirit never lies. It's our own perception of things. And it's like, you kind of have to stick to what you know, versus, even if an aspect of you is, you know, slightly deceptive or maybe just confusing you, whether it be your ego, whether it be past experiences that cloud your judgment, other people's advice or experiences. There's so many different things, you know, society, traditions, religions, so many different things can tie into this. So your suggested approach is the 7 of Cups. So with the 7 of Cups as your suggested approach, I feel like Spirit's telling you to really feel into everything. Like, look at everything in front of you. And based upon how you feel about it, I feel you're going to see the truth of something. So it's like you might have an audience, you know, you might feel pressure, you might feel like there's so many different realities to dabble into or to see. You know, I can see this person's point of view, I can see that person's point of view, or this aspect of me, you know, I get that, I can see that, I understand, or I want this, or I want that. But it's more about cracking down to what's better suited, what's, you know, best fit to you, what's real to you based upon your truth. As the Hierophant, he represents the sign of Taurus. As a Taurus energy, they're fixed, you know, they're not, you know, mutatable. They're not, or mutable. They're not, I feel as a fixed sign, as a Taurus, I feel like it's you being stern, you being very much decisive, you being all-knowing, you know, and standing with that. With the 7 of Cups, it represents the sign of Scorpio, so it's very fluid. I'm not sure if a Scorpio is a mutable sign or what, but I get this energy, you know, it's kind of like watery. The wires can get crossed, you know, it can represent illusion sometimes with the 7 of Cups. So Spirit's telling you to look past and beyond the illusions, but I feel like that's tapping into how you feel. It could be seeing past things. It could also be paying attention to your dreams. It could be paying attention to the signs and synchronicities and seeing things beyond the surface of what they are, because Scorpio also represents the subconscious. So sometimes you got to look beyond what you see physically, and that requires you to go inward, tune in, whether it's your emotions. But your focus is the Six of Cups, which is also the sign of Scorpio too. So with this card, it usually represents past. It could represent nostalgia. It could represent reunions. It could represent childlike energies. But I feel like your focus really is looking at something in your past energy, just to kind of see perhaps where these different desires or perceptions or realities came from. Because when you look back in your past and you kind of like reminisce, not in a way where it's like, oh, I missed that. I feel like Spirit is kind of wanting you to reevaluate your past and how you felt. And it could be the history of this. If it's a specific situation that this resonates or pertains to for you, then what was the, previous history of that? What was there? How did you feel? And how did it lead to perhaps confusion, different illusions and realities or perceptions, or all of these different opportunities or desires? Where did it come from? And the Queen of Swords, it's about deciding, what's of your highest good. Yeah, taking into consideration, she does take others into consideration, but she's also, I feel like she's very self-reliant. She's independent. My needs come first. I'm going to stand on my truth regardless. Even if I don't really have all the answers, I'm going to stand with my truth, though. I'm going to honor my truth. And it could also be, cutting something, cut to the chase, making a decision, and honoring that decision or choice, even if you're unsure in some aspects. But you're at the point where you have enough information, because the truth of divine spirit, God's truth, universal truth, divine truth, your higher self's truth, with the Ace of Swords, it's there. It's just a matter of you standing with that and not wavering back and forth. That's the whole thing about it. And the past is definitely, you have 3 Scorpio cards, because the Judgment card is Scorpio, 7 of Cups, and 6 of Cups are Scorpio energies. So again, there's something within the subconscious that needs to be reevaluated, that's coming up to the surface, or you need to bring to the surface once and for all. Because it could be a matter of something new starting from this, a victory, a success, because this sometimes is known as the victory success card, the truth card, divine clarity. Could also be clairaudience or clairvoyance. I would say clairaudience. Maybe that you're receiving some messages from spirit that you really need to listen to and pay attention to these messages. Someone might say something to you that makes a hell of sense, that clarifies everything for you, that puts something into perspective. If it doesn't clarify everything, I would say that it sparks something in you to seek that truth or to stand in your truth. There's some sort of healing that comes from this message that you hear. It could be a conversation. It could be a song. It could be, anything that, you hear. It could be ringing in your ear. It could be you just receive clairaudient messages from divine spirit, your angels, your guides, I feel. So that's what I'm getting. All right, let's see what's up with the love energies for the weekend. Divine Spirit asks for highest guidance, truth, and clarity surrounding the areas of love and partnerships and relationships of all kinds, matters of the heart. What are the most relevant and dominant energies surrounding the collective in these areas for this weekend, May the 11th through the 13th, 2018, as we know it. All right, let's see. Divine Spirit asks for highest guidance, truth, and clarity. Okay. So you have free yourself, but this could be the one, okay? So you guys could be blocked and not really sure whether someone is worth pursuing, because you're very fixated and you're allowing the energy of the unknown control you and keep you stagnant and in fear, rather than going after your true heart's desires, because it's like you have to know whether this is the right person or not for you. You have to know that if I go with this person, or if I stay with them, is it going to lead to what I want? Is it going to be a marriage? Is it going to be this is my, you know, what people call soulmates and twin flames nowadays. That's the most important thing to everybody. But it's like, is he my twin flame? Is she my twin flame? Is this my soulmate? Is this my life partner? Is this my husband? Is this my wife? You know, those questions, rather than just going after what your heart says. If your heart is like, go after this person, this is what you want, or you love this person, or leave this person, or I have a desire. If it's not a specific person, you know, it could just be you have a desire to meet the one. But Spirit's telling you as a heads up, don't allow the fears of the unknown, whether if I get into the next relationship, is this going to be the one, cloud your judgment, keep you stagnant and not free and not in the present moment, enjoying yourself, but keeping you in this always in your head, and what's this mean, what is this going to be, you know, looking for something to validate whether this is right or wrong, or is this a sign, is this not a sign, you know. Start being present, you know, because I feel like we don't know really whether someone is the right one. Sometimes we might have those indications, but even if we feel like we know or we don't know, what does it really matter anyway? It matters what your heart feels. If you feel led to this person, it's for a good reason, whether it's something that lasts a lifetime, whether it be what you want, a marriage or whatever the case may be, or if it's just temporary, whether it leads to you both going your separate ways, but you learned something from it, or you had beautiful experiences with this person. That's all that matters. It's hard to look at love in that perspective, because if we look at life and death, you know, it's inevitable. You know, there's nothing that's promised. We don't own anything. We don't own another person for sure. We damn sure don't own another person. We don't even own our cars and things. We might think we do. But at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, when we leave this realm, this planet, this universe, whatever, this realm that we're in, we leave all that stuff. It doesn't even matter. And what transcends and what goes with us is the love that we had for that person. What we, you know, the love we have for the career of our lives, the kids, the, you know, our pets that leave us, or our family members that leave us. The love, whether the person stays or goes, physically or spiritually, the energy of that love is always present. The experience and the memories are always present. So it should, you know, kind of help put things into perspective that, you know, you can only control yourself, but it doesn't help to keep yourself in a box. You know, just free yourself. Go after your true heart's desires. Follow your dreams. You know, focus on what you want, but don't allow it to dictate you and control you to where you're not living and you're not present. So that's what I'm hearing with this. I hope that makes sense. I'm going to pull some Lenormand, see if there's any like specific messages that want to come out for the weekend. Any heads up messages, Divine Spirit, anything to come out. Okay, so it's the reverse, upside down, sorry. So you got the Whip card, which represents, could be work, cleansing. You have the letters, so there could be some clarity within communication. Some of you guys might get a text message. I don't know why I'm hearing this from someone asking if you can help them move or help them clean something. Maybe you guys will get, if you guys are construction workers or you guys do yard work, you might get some sort of job offer to do those things this weekend. Make some extra money. Maybe you're seeking or looking for someone to help you clean your yard or something. I don't know why I'm getting these, but this is what I'm getting. But mainly what I get is like clarity through a correspondence or message. And it could bring about some healing. It could also be family working together. It could just be really yard work. I don't know why that even matters, but there's some blessings and disguises that are coming in relations to family. Could also be healing within yourself. Definitely some letters or messages coming through. It could be from a family member. You might hear some good news about a family member or from a family member, about someone's health. Maybe somebody's doing better. Definitely if someone's going through something, maybe someone got hurt or was in an accident or something, and you're hearing that they're doing better. With the Star card, this could be distance. This is someone from far away that you're going to hear from, or a relative is far away. Some of you guys might get, or it could be you. Maybe you're sick right now. Maybe you you've been injured or something, and your family are sending you well wishes, or your loved ones are sending you well wishes from a distance. Messages again, because I got the birds. So definitely messages are coming through, or important messages. Some of you guys, if you're a man, you could be receiving support. Or if you are on the recipient end, you could be receiving support from a man. The mama bear. So someone, men, you guys, if you're going through something, a woman who's very protective or very nurturing, or if not, your mother is supporting you or there for you, sending you some sort of loving energies, or sending you loving messages of help or healing, you know, kind of like a pick-me-up. So there's some sort of clarity that's going to come, getting past a difficult situation. If you guys have been dealing with some issues with the government or like law enforcement or something, I see good news with that. There's a fresh new start with the stork. Some of you guys may be hearing good news about a pregnancy, especially if you've had difficulties with having babies. Yeah, I'm seeing like good luck, fertility with pregnancies. Let's see. And that could be the good news that you receive after a hard time, after a challenging time with getting pregnant. You hear some good news from your doctor. Okay. That's what I'm seeing. So you got the stars and the sky and the birds again. These three cards came out again. So I'm getting something like, something about a difficult time. It's like you might have had to go through a cycle, and you're clearing that cycle up, and you're hearing some good news, or it's based upon this message that you hear that shifts everything. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. So I'm going to go ahead and do a pick a card with my playing cards. So I'm going to do yes or no's. So the whites are the no's and the reds are the yes cards. So if you guys have a specific question, or maybe you have more than one question, I'm going to do a 3-card pool. So if you guys are drawn to more than one deck, that's fine, because you might have more than one question. So Divine Spirit, my intention, I ask that you give me clear and accurate guidance for those who are seeking a answer to a question, and that this question be answered accurately for those who are meant to receive a message through this reading and these cards. Whatever question they have on their mind and on their heart, that it be answered accurately. Alright, if you guys have been asking the same yes or no question again, personally I wouldn't advise that, because you'll start to get confused if you're asking the same question, because that means you don't trust what you got the first time. So I wouldn't advise that, because Spirit starts sending you mixed messages for a reason, because you're not listening. So if it's something that you've already asked, I wouldn't advise that. But if it's anything that you just have on your mind that you haven't asked, then, you know. But it's your free will, of course. Divine Spirit asks for highest guidance, truth, and clarity. 3 cards. Alright. Or piles, rather. So pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Alright, so if you guys are interested in personal readings, you guys, or instant readings, you guys need an instant reading with me, like an emergency mini reading or mini questions, you guys can always hit me up on Instantgo, which is a mobile app for iPhone users only for now, through text message readings, phone call readings, video chat readings. But if you guys would like a more full and in-depth reading, I would suggest going to my website. Just be sure to sign up. I have multiple types of readings available on my website. Also, if you guys need an emergency reading that's more full and in-depth, you guys can purchase an emergency reading with me. I do offer them. Once it's purchased, you'll get it within a 24-hour time frame, okay? So I will be live tomorrow doing what I call happy hour readings, happy hour Friday readings, which is 5:30 p.m. Specific time USA, and USA time. Friday, which is May the 11th. So if you guys are interested in that, I would suggest that you guys submit your payment to PayPal or Cash App. It's $5 for one question. The second question is free. It's on me. I would suggest doing it ahead of the live because it gets kind of chaotic. And if you guys are unable to make the live even after payment, I leave my lives up after so you can watch them again. So anywho, I'll leave you guys to choose your cards. I'll give you guys a moment to do that. Okay. Alright. If you guys are not ready, pause the video, but here we go. Pile 1. The answer to your question is yes. So you have the Five of Hearts. Typically, the Five of Hearts is a disappointing card. It's not really the most happy card, but it's a yes nonetheless. You got the Five of Swords. But whatever it is that you ask, just know that it's a yes, okay? The Five of Hearts can represent some sort of heartache. Could be a loss, disappointment, depression. Second pile, you have the Eight of Hearts, which is a yes also. So with the Eight of Hearts, it's kind of like the Eight of Cups too. So it can represent leaving things behind, detaching emotionally. Could be just a minor blockage in the matters of the heart or in a relationship or just in your emotions. But nonetheless, it's a yes card, okay? All right. Third pile, sorry. Third pile is a yes also. So all yeses, and this one's the King of Hearts. So this can pertain to a specific person, or it could represent you. It doesn't have to be another person. This could represent someone you love or someone you have feelings for, or it could represent someone who's very kind-hearted, very sweet, or a water sign. You know, it could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Specifically a male, but it could also represent a very charming, very assertive, loving female as well. So I would say yes to that as well. All of you guys have yes cards. So much love as always. Be sure to check the description box for a PayPal link, for my website link, Instantgo link there as well. I will see you guys May the 11th, which is tomorrow technically for me. Specific USA time at 5:30 p.m. here on YouTube. Submit your questions ahead of time if you would like. And I will see you guys all then. Much love. Take care. Peace.